All right, day 5 of my May series, where I'll be giving a muscle building tip every day for the month of May, coming from an online coach and a natural bodybuilder who's been training over 20 years. All right, let's get into it. Today's muscle building tip is going to be about rep ranges. What is the best rep range, and does the best rep range exist? Yes and no. I'm going to give the potential drawbacks of each one. You have probably heard people say you should train muscles differently based on their fiber type 1 or type 2. For example, they say for quads, you should probably train them in the higher rep ranges. That's actually false because you don't really need to be training muscles differently based on their fiber type. You can train them all the same in the same rep ranges because all muscles are going to respond to 4 to 30 reps. So you can most certainly train your quads in the lower rep ranges and still see maximum gains. And that's actually what I did to help grow my legs. I trained them in the lower rep ranges, and for me it was easier for me to get stronger in, and I was able to put in a lot of size by doing that. I actually train all my muscles in the 4 to 8 rep range, sometimes 10, but I don't usually go over that. And the reason for that is what I said earlier, is that it's going to be easier getting stronger in the lower rep ranges, because that's also going to help mitigate fatigue, which is what you run into when you start doing higher reps. But does that mean everyone should be training in the lower rep ranges? I'm going to say no, and the reason for that is because I feel like the lower rep ranges is something you have to earn, because a lot of times people, they hear that and they start loading up the weight and their form turns to trash, and they wonder why they're not seeing gains anymore. The reason for that is because you're just ego lifting at that point. So for those people, I would say to not train lower rep ranges, because you have to earn those. You have to earn those stripes, man. Like, you can't just jump into it and expect to grow. You have to have good form. You can't just ego lift your way to better gains. It's not going to work like that. But does that mean higher reps are going to be better? And I'm going to say no to that too. And it's because, again, when you do higher reps, you're going to have more of a burning sensation. You're going to have more fatigue. It's going to require more of a cardiovascular demand. So what's the best rep range? The best rep range, in my opinion, is going to be the rep range that you feel the most comfortable in, and the one that you are still progressing. Of course, I'm going to recommend the 4 to 10 rep range. But again, if your form isn't good, I don't recommend you go into a lower rep ranges. Get that form looking pristine, keep it standardized, and you should notice way better gains. Hope that helps. Make sure to follow me for more. I'll be posting more daily muscle building tips to come. Tomorrow's day 6. I'll see you then. Let's lock in. Let's go.